Hello students, welcome to Web Technologies online classes. Today I am going to explain about the concept of arrays. Actually, JavaScript also supports arrays. Arrays what purpose we can use? If you want to save the values with the same type, if you want to save, till now we have learned about the what. If you want to save one value, for that one variable you have created. In the one variable, if you want to create a list of values, in the one variable, if you want to store a list of values with the same type, so for that array we have to create. So array is a built-in object supported by the JavaScript. Okay, so that is also one of the built-in object in JavaScript. So now we have to see about the syntaxes and how to create the arrays, how to store the values in that, and how to access values from the arrays object. So all those things in this session we have to learn. Now let us start our session. Okay. So an array object lets you store multiple values in a single variable. In a single variable. In the single variable, if you want to store multiple values, we have to create array object. It stores a fixed size sequence. It stores a fixed size sequence collection of elements of same type. Nothing but if you want to store a string values, for that array object is enough. If you want to store number purpose, a list of numbers if you want to save, array object is better. So array can support only same type of values. Whatever the values you have started, you need to store that related values only. So a combination of string values and numbers, it cannot support by the array built-in object. So now we have to see the definition of how to create an array. Now we can see the syntax. Now I am changing the values. Right. Array creation syntax. Array creation syntax. Here first we need to create the variable. By using var keyword, we need to create the variable. So now I want to store the number of fruits in fruits variable. It is a single variable now. Here, how to create an array? By using array object with the new keyword. So already objects creation you have known now. If you want to create any object, for that there are three ways. So here I am using new keyword with array object constructor. With array object constructor. So for that, new is the keyword. Here fruits is also object, fruits object I have created with a new keyword. Array is a constructor. Array is also constructor. So here by using this array constructor with the help of new keyword, the fruits array we have created right now. The fruits array we have created. Now I want to store the values. So in between functional brackets we have in the array object, open quotes and closing quotes. Here banana I have stored 1 comma, and again I want to open quotes. Mango is one of the fruit. Quotes need to be closed. Now 1 comma separate. Now open the quotes, oranges. Here I want to store a string values. I want to store a list of strings values. Strings are nothing but what? A group of characters. A string is nothing but a group of characters. So here 3 fruits I have stored in the array object. 1 colon symbol. And so like that we have to create the array. The array parameter is a list of strings or integers. Array parameters are nothing but these one. These are the parameters. these parameters may be a strings or maybe a integers, maybe a strings, maybe are a integers. Okay, integers are nothing but what? Numbers, floats, okay, doubles, everything. Floating values also we can store. When you specify a single numeric parameter with the array constructor, you specify the initial length of array. Okay, and this is strings format. Now I want to create one more values. Var keyword marks equal to new array. So now I want to store marks 80, 75, 95, 84, 96, right? If you want to store a list of numbers, for that double quotes not required. Only string purpose we have to use the double quotes, opening quotes and closing quotes for the alphabetical sequence purpose. Here we have stored a numbers, so that's why double quotes not required, right? So this is strings list. I have created a list of strings I have created with the new array object, and a list of numbers I have stored in the marks array. So like that we have to create the arrays. So here in the first array 3 values we have stored. In the second array 5 values we have 5 items we have stored. But carefully observe, if you create the marks with new array, if you create with new array, if you pass only one value I want to pass, nothing but 5. So this means what? Actually, instead of passing a list of values, here I have passed only one value, nothing but it is allocating the memory size. It can treat as a memory size. The marks array, it can support only 5 elements. It can support only 5 elements. So for the 5 element purpose, the 5 element size it has created. So it can treat it as a it can treat it that array like that. Okay. Here, if you pass the list of values, it can treat the array treat as a list of items. But if you pass the, instead of passing a list of values, you can pass the one single value. It can internally treating as the size of array size. So after that, if you want to add the data, marks square bracket 0 is the index. So now 5 elements I am storing for this marks array. Okay, now 10 is the value. Again marks first index starts with 0 na, like that. So 11 marks square bracket second index 13, marks third index equal to 14, marks fourth index equal to 15. So like that 5 elements stored in the by using index. This is index, this is the value. Okay, so finally what it will get? What is the value it will get? If you write the code like this, the array can store the values 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. So like that it can store the items. So the index can starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So for the 5 element purpose, 5 elements it can be stored, right? So like this we have to create the variables. By using index numbers we can access the array elements. And one more way to create the array. Here, by using new array, we can create the array object, fruits array object na. So if you without a new array also you can create var marks equal to, and this part is not required. Instead of functional brackets, we have to use the square brackets. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like that, we can create the array with the list of these many items. So here, new array we haven't taken, that constructor we haven't used it here. Directly we can assign the values by using square brackets, right? So like that, the array creation has possible by using this way also. So arrays concept is also over. Here I have given one example, and now I would like to explain with the practically. Now for that I am opening Notepad, HTML open and HTML close, and body tag I am opening, body tag I am closing. Here script tag, open, script, close. So in between these in between this open and closing script tag, we have to create the array. Now I want to create an array. Variable fruits equal to, and apple, comma, banana, comma, oranges, comma, mangoes. Okay, 4 fruits are enough. Array created. Array created. Now I want to access that array values. For that for loop I want to use I equal to 0 semicolon, I equal to 0 semicolon, and I less than or equal to length dot fruits, right? Sorry, fruits dot length. Fruits dot length means how many elements we have in the fruits. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that 4 here we can pass. That 4. Okay. This condition replaced with 4 value. I less than 4. Length keyword functionality is what? It will find out the fruits length. Fruits dot length means it will find out the fruits array. In the fruits array, how many elements we have, that elements length it will get, and it will place here. Now I plus plus. Now I plus plus. Now I want to use bracket, opening and closing, document to dot, write method we can use, opening bracket and closing bracket, and here I value we have to pass. So after that plus one symbol, one space required, sorry, one break keyword is enough. It will break the line. It will break the line. Fruits array. Inside I value you need to pass. So I value it can access the index values. Now array dot html text type is save as type is all files. Now I am minimizing all windows to execute. Click on that array object. So here it has printed the list of array object values na, apple, banana, oranges, mangoes. So all values it has printed line by line. So like that you need to access the array object of elements. So array also completed. Now we have to know about the, now we have to learn about the date and math related objects. So JavaScript data object we have to see right now. The JavaScript data object can be used to get year, month and day in your local system. If you use the JavaScript date functions, for example, if you want to get the date from your laptop, so whatever the date you have configured, carefully observe. In my laptop, my date is 25 June 21. So this value I want to print. JavaScript is used to only for client side validation purpose, na? Only for client side validation purpose it can be used the JavaScript. So JavaScript data object, if you use the JavaScript related data object, it will return the local value, it will return the local date. Local date is available at where? In our laptop. In my laptop, now I am using the JavaScript data object. So the data object pick the date from my laptop only. In your system, if you use in your laptop, whatever the date you have given, that date it will fetch the JavaScript data object, right? So like that, JavaScript is only collecting the data from local object, local place. So you can use the different date constructors. You can use the different date constructor to create data object. It provides methods to get and set day of month, to get and set day, month, year, hour, minute and seconds. For example, in your system, if you want to change the date, set methods you can use, set date methods, set time methods you can use. For example, if you want to change the date in your system, set date methods we can use, set day, set month, set year, that functions we can use. Okay, because of date is the inbuilt object now. Date is the built-in object. It contains a huge amount of methods. So by using that methods we can change the date and we can print the date. Set methods are used to set the date in your system. Get methods are used to get and print the console, get and print the browser window. Okay, print the current data on the browser window. It provides methods and get. What are the constructors we have? There are four variant date constructors to create data object. So date of parameter milliseconds, date of date string, date of year, month, day, hours, minutes, seconds, milliseconds. The complete date it will print. Okay. So like that you can use these many four constructors to create the data object. So now here I given a few examples. Get date, get day, get full years, not years, get full year. So these one, get hours, get milliseconds, get minutes. Get date functionality is what? It returns the integer value between 1 and 31. Because of how many dates we have completely, for every month 31 days we have now. Some days 30 also we have, some days, some months 31 is also we have. So that's why it will get the date. Based on that month, it will return the value. But from 1 to and 31, in between the value will be written. Because of every month contains only 31 days now. So that's why out of 31, you don't have any date values. And get day means it returns the integer value between 0 and 6. Nothing but how many days we have? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like that 7 values we have now. But here 0 starts with 0, so that's why ends with 6. 0 and 6, the value will be written if you use the get day function. Nothing but the day number day value it will return. Okay, get full year means it will return the 4-digit value. Nothing but 1984, 2014, 2015, 2021. So these are 4-digit numbers now for the year purpose. So if you use the get full year function, it will return the 2021 from your laptop. 2021 or 2014, whatever the date you have configured in your system. So that date of the year it will return by using get full year method. Get hours also it will return the between 0 to 23 hours. Nothing but every day we have 24 hours now, but it can start with 0. So that's why ends with 23. If you start with 0, ends with 23, total 24. If you start with 1, ends with 24. But the get hours configured only 0 to 23 hours. Milliseconds also. It returns the integer value between 0 and 999. Actually 1000 milliseconds we have now for each and every second internally contain 1000 milliseconds. So that's why from between 0 to 999. It can also starts with 0 and ends with 999. That represents milliseconds on the basis of local time. Local time is nothing but whatever the time we have in our system, so that is the local time. Global time means whatever the time it is running by the internet through the some other server, that is called global time. Okay, we are getting the date from some other server, that is called global time. Now we are using the local time because of JavaScript we can use in our system now. So that's why if you use the server side, if you want to access the server side JavaScript, then server side date it will print. Get minutes, get month, get seconds, set date, set day, set full years, set years. So if you want to set any data, setter methods we can use. Nothing but if you want to change the data, setter methods we can use. If you want to get to and print the data, for that getter methods we can use. So that is the difference between set and get. Okay. So here we have one data object. So how to create the data object? Now I want to create one program, HTML open, HTML close, body section opening and body closing. Now where date equal to new date constructor I am using. Here new date of I am using, and today's date is date.getDate function we have. Document dot write off now today's date date dot. Now what is the functions we have? Get date, get month, get year. Okay, get full year. So three functions we have: date dot get date function, get date, get date. It will return the date. After that it need to print some slash for the separation purpose, and again one plus operator, again date dot get month, get month, get month, and here one plus operator, one slash symbol, again plus date dot get full year of get full year. Now I want to save this d.html, save as type is all files. Now I am minimizing all the windows. Now I am executing this one. So why it is printing as easily? I think we haven't closed script tag, we haven't used it now, so that's why script tag we need to use. Script tag open and script tag close. So now we will get the correct out right now. Refresh the page. Script or missed. So now I am refreshing the page. All of you carefully observe. Today's date it is printing now 25/5/21. So like that you need to use the date functions. There are number of functions we have. for our understanding purpose, I just used 3 examples: get date, get month, get full year. Okay, get UTC date, everything. There are lot of methods we have. If you want to know about the date functions, then you can check in the internet. Okay, so around 100 functions we have, it may be in the date object. Now we can see the math objects. So JavaScript math object is the JavaScript math object provides several constants. The JavaScript math object provides several constants and methods to perform mathematical operation. Unlike data object, you does not have any constructors. For example, in the previous example, if you want to use the date functions, compulsory we need to create the data object by using new date of constructor. But like that, so in the math object we don't have any constructors to create math object. Okay, directly we can use JavaScript provides 8 mathematical constants that can be accessed as a math properties. So if you want to use the math.e, Euler's number it will return. Math.py means pi value it will return. So like that we can use. So for your understanding purpose, we just simply use the, now I am removing the data object here, and document.write method we can use. And here pi value I want to print math.py. Here capital letters we have now, so as it is we can use math.py. So now I am saving this one, and before pi value, now I am closing plus operator. So carefully observe. Now I am refreshing the page. Pi value is 3.1415926, like that. The pi value it is printing now. So this is the constant value. So that's why math object supporting different types of constant values. 8 types of constant value, because of these are unchangeable. Every time these are fixed values, constantly fixed values. So that's why Euler's number is also fixed, pi value is also fixed, square root 2 is also written fixed values, log values, like all those things. So here math object contain different methods. There are lot of methods we have. So here I have given some values. APS function we have, that is it returns the absolute value of the given number. Now I want to pass the math.abs function. Inside abs function, now I am passing -5 is the value. So if you want to get the absolute value, now I am saving that one, refresh the page. 5 it is representing. Here I have passed a -5 value. So abs function will remove the signs. Whatever the sign we have, minus sign we have, that minus sign has removed it, and that absolute value will be written as a output on the browser. Ceil value means it returns the smallest integer value greater than or equal to given number. For example, math.ceil we can use. Here 5.6 I am using. Nothing but it will round up the value, I think. I am refreshing the page. Yes, 5.6 now. If you use the 5.4, then it will change the value. So it is also round up. Whatever the greater than values, it can. 5.4 means the next value is what? 6 value. It will print. It will remove by the fraction part. Floor means it will downgrade. Floor means 5.4 we can use now. 5 it will be take. 5.6 also 5 value it will return. Nothing but it will reduce the fraction part and it will return the normal number, like that. So like that, here I have given number of values, random numbers. It will generate the random function. Generated by the round function is the round of the value, max and min values. Log method will return the logger value. Exp means exponential value. Cos means cosine value, it will given written. So like that, here I have given a few examples. You can practice like that at your home. So if you want to know about the math object in built-in methods, so you can search in Google. They will the Google, it will give the lot of functions. Okay, and today I have completed this one. And in the next class, I would like to explain about the document object model. And today I am going to close this session. Thank you very much.